Hi, welcome back into my studio. Welcome back to myself too. If you follow me at all, you know that we have been on vacation. I was here yesterday with my one of my teammates, Susan, who just got back from the Greece cruise. So if you didn't catch that video, we were kind of squished because we were doing a Facebook Live. So when I put those back over on YouTube, they go the wrong direction because of the filming. But she had some holiday catalog stuff that we were showing off. So when I sat down yesterday, was it yesterday? I think the day that I got back, I thought I would try to stamp. You may have, if you follow me on my Facebook page, you saw I took a picture of my clean table. But I was tired. We had a long trip back. We had some fun stuff that we did the day that we got back. And then catching up with my parents, my sisters, my girlfriends, and I sat down. I didn't get a lot done. So this morning I've done a little bit more. I'm going to use this fun set. It's called Welcome to the Team. It's not actually my set, but my daughter, she stamps at my house and it's her set. And she had not mounted it yet. It was brand new. It was sitting on my table. So I said, I'm going to use this. She really wanted to be the first one to use it, but she hadn't used it and she left it here. So I said, bonus is if I use it, it will be mounted. So it was an easy set, and the bonus for you is that because I need a little bit of time to gear back up into my creativity, the cards that I'm going to show you today are super fast, super easy, and I think you'll like them. So there's hardly anything involved in it either. I've already stamped with it, and so my hands are dirty. And because it's got some memento on it, I'm not going to try to wash it off, so you'll just have to look at my dirty hands. So I took a sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and I cut it down into 3 by 6 pieces. So we're going to do, I made a bunch of them. I'm just going to show you 2, and then I'll show you all the finished ones. So the set is actually, it's like a little office set. It made me miss my coworkers. So some of you know my story. I've been with Stampin' Up! For almost 25 years. My 25th year will start in September. So I'm going to fold these into 3 by 3 note cards. So for the first several years, I was full-time. And then when my daughter was in, I think her freshman year of high school, she started golfing, and it worked better for me to work outside the home. So Stampin' Up! Became my side gig. So I went from full-time Stampin' Up! To side gig Stampin' Up!, which was a whole different feel for me. I had a lot of girls on my downline, and really that was the main reason that I kept on with it. But I worked in a bike shop, high-end bike shop, and then in a warehouse. With some of the same people, we transferred from one to the other. So let's see, let's do this one first. This says World's Best Coworker, so I'm going to show you a little tip on how to use it. But anyways, when I do these, it does, the thing I liked about working outside the home, obviously, is your coworkers. Because when you have some good coworkers, it makes going to work day in the mornings fun. I hate getting up in the mornings. So when you work from home, then my coworkers pretty much are my cats. For a while, my husband was working from home. But he took a different position in the same company, so now he has an office again. So, you know, me and the cats, some days we get a slow start, some days we get a fast start. I like them being my coworkers. So this big coffee cup here says World's Best Coworker. But for this card, I don't want the words on it. So I'm taking one of our Stampin' Right markers in the black, and I'm using the brush tip. And the black marker you can buy singly. So you can just get that on its own. So I'm just going to stamp this, and I'm going to get the coffee cup without the, and you know, it's one of the times I'm not using one of my cups with words, because I'm a huge Ray Dunn fan. I have one here. It doesn't have anything in it because it was a present from one of my friends. So I was going for my coffee cup look, because usually I have one over here that says words, but it's hot, so today I have some ice water. So I took out the World's Best Coworker. Because for this one, I'm going to go with Welcome to the Team. So, you know, if you have somebody new coming to the office, I've been there, done that. You don't know that they're going to be the world's best coworker. So we're just going to say Welcome to the Team down here on the bottom. And at my jobs, I was often shockingly in charge of the parties, in charge of getting cakes, in charge of the people whose last day it was, in charge of the lunches, in charge of Christmas, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. So this is the word happy, and I have taken it out of one of our words that sets that have all the words. So I'm just going to add the happy here instead. So here we go. Now we have a welcome to the team and happy. So if they don't turn out to be the world's best coworker, you can be happy that they're coming to the team the first day. Okay, so I'm going to color these, and my idea kind of with them is twofold. Either that you could make these and give them as a gift to somebody. Actually, I'm going to stamp my other one first to give this a second to dry. So I went with very limited supplies. If you are lucky enough that you get to stamp at your office, then this would be enough. You know, you could have a few supplies there and you could make them. At one of my jobs when I first started at the bike shop, I probably could have got away with making them at work. And then I was far too busy at that job to ever think of stamping. So, but these, you could easily give them. You know, I know some of you have time at your work that you can stamp. Then it comes with the adorable office chair. This is my favorite stamp in this stamp set. I'm going to take some Memento ink. Bike shop, I ended up working a lot on the website, which I can do web stuff. Not my favorite. And I need some quiet. I dripped my water on it. Hang on. I have some water drips on it. The block. So for this, I am just going to balance these chairs. Kind of, it's not going to be perfect. And go this way. I don't want to stamp on my table, even though it severely needs a paint job. So we have the little stack of chairs here. And then I'm going to get, for this one, the stamp set comes with all kinds of appropriate office kind of things. And this one says, congratulations on your promotion. So put that down in the corner, and then I'm going to do one more chair. Just right here. So now we have some stacking chairs. I was also in charge of ordering chairs. A lot of these things, you know, it reminds you of stories. And sometimes, you know, ordering chairs you wouldn't think could be a fiasco. But, you know, we often talked of writing a sitcom because, you know, I didn't watch The Office, but I kind of get the premise. And I think a lot of times when you work in that kind of environment, it could all be a sitcom because you gotta laugh or you can cry, right? So I'm just sharing various shades of greens of the blends. So I'm gonna start with the lightest on this. So this is Seafoam, and I'm gonna use the brush tips. And I have the my card in here because I don't want it to bleed through. So I'm just gonna use the brush tip and just kind of smear some on here. And you don't have to press hard, we're just going to give it a background because we're using white paper. And you can get the Whisper White cardstock in 12 by 12. So then we're going to switch to, I think this is Mint. Yep. Mint Macaron. And every time I'm using the light one first. And then going to the dark one. And when you get to your coffee mug, just trying to do it so you can see, but it makes it hard for me to hold it. So hold it down. Because it puts my finger right here in the wrong place. So you want to keep your coffee mug white. Just kind of go up and around it. It doesn't have to be, you're not going for straight lines, not perfect lines. Then I've got Old Olive. Stamp Up Classic Color. It's been around for almost as long as I have. The dark one. This is a fun technique that you could do on all kinds of cards if you want your main image to kind of stand out. You want to keep it white. Now we're going to go to one of our new blend colors, which is the Peacock, and it's beautiful. After I said that I've been out of the office for a minute, I had to look and make sure it was Peacock. Got a little, and my hands are even more dirty. A little hair fuzzy on the end of it. The whole set, I just went with these same colors. I figured the blues and the greens appropriate for guys or girls. If you have an office where there would be office colors, or if you were doing these like for teachers at a school, you could go with your school colors for the whole set of note cards that you make. And some of the sayings that I'll show you in a second might not be appropriate. Some of them are more funny inappropriate, but and you don't have to just use I just used only what was in the set. I didn't use anything else. Now that we're down here to welcome to the team, I almost left it white because I wanted it to be obvious, but I had used the slate markers to color in my chairs. So then this left the mug to be the only thing that was white, which really, if I was going redone and not office, I would have done it vanilla, because my redone mugs are a little bit more vanilla. So then, just to blend it all a little bit together, you could do two things. You could take your color lifter and kind of blend it. I'm just going to go back to the light sea foam and just kind of hit these areas where they mix. And it will blend it ever so slightly. It's not going to blend it perfectly because I'm going for a striped look. But it will make it so it's not quite so one line. And if you're allowed to stamp at work, this is a whole lot more fun than doing spreadsheets or entering import-export data, or, you know, shipping information, or HTML, or some of the things that I did at work. Which, funny, a lot of the same things I do now as part of my Stampin' Up! Business. But, so there's the first one, the welcome to the team, a little happy mug. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with all of them in a second. So here's the other one. So they look just the same. So you could whip out a ton of those and just have them all ready to go as new people join your staff. So then I've got the congratulations on your promotion. So slide this back in here. And for this one, we're going to start again with our lightest colors. I should have been more careful not to mix them up. That's mint. This is seafoam. So we'll start down here with the seafoam. I'm going to start with all these on my darkest, and this time I'm using the bullet tip. And just right here, and I'm going to go squeaky. I know some of you guys hate it when I squeak on the video. Just on the one side of the chair, I'm going to do the dark. I'm not spending too much time on any of these because really, at my second place, a lot of times you would get a gift card or something. So these were just kind of designed to go with a gift card, or, you know, just to hand them at lunch, something that the smaller it was, the less everybody feels like they need to write inside the card. So got that one. I need these, and then I'm going to go to the mint. Again, go with your dark and the bullet tip. Just right here. Colored in. I like to press hard with my bullet tips, and that's why they squeak. Because you don't have to color as long as you press hard. And I think it blends them better. So now we're going to go to olive. And I opened the wrong tip. Now the peacock. And on my sample card. I didn't get any of the seat on here, so I didn't have to get a little bit of the seat up there at the top. Remember in July, because we're halfway through it now, that's what happens when you go on vacation. You come back and you were at the beginning of the month and now we're halfway through. For every $50 you spend in July, you get a $5 bonus buck coupon. So if you spend 100, you get 10. You spend 150, you get 15 that you can spend in August. And also you can sign up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And there's some great specials for that too. So you can sign up, you can go look on my website, and will have all the links to what you need to make this card and the specials down. If you click below this video, you can find those. So I'm just first kind of hitting it with the dark of those, and then we'll go back the same with the light. And all of these then were colored with the bullet tip. I don't think you'd even want to try the brush tip on these little metal parts of the chair because it's pretty tiny. Almost done. So there we go. There's the congratulations on your promotion. There's the first one I did. Again, they look the same, so you're gonna have a hard time doing anything creative. And so then these go in the little 3x3 note cards that are, envelopes that are in the catalog. So you can just stick these all with a little envelope and have them ready to go. So then if you have them in your desk at work, you could just keep them like this. If you were giving them for a gift, I took the pizza boxes, which hold the 3x3 cards, and then I took this ribbon, is the Peacock Old Olive. It's beautiful. If you've not seen it, it's one of the new ribbons, and it's the double ribbon. And then I took just some black cardstock and some scalloped, I'm not going to, this is all super easy, shapes, and ran those through the die cut machine. So those are just on top. So then this way they would be kept safe in your desk, or if you want to give them as a gift to somebody. So if you untie them, you can see the rest of them that I made. Because there's more designs that you can make. So here we have Happy Birthday from all of us. Same color combinations. Those I just colored the 3 chairs and then colored a little bit of the Happy Birthday. This one I left the World's Best Coworker because this time they're leaving you. So it's been great working with you. You'll be missed. So at that point, you know whether or not they've been the World's Best Coworker. I guess if they weren't the World's Best Coworker and you're just being nice and you're giving them a go away card, you could put the happy and you could be the one that's happy that they're leaving, because we've all been there too, have we not? So there's that one. And this one I did, instead of lines, I kind of camoed it. Because if you watch me and you see my clothes, I kind of like camo. I have a thing for camo. Sometimes my girlfriends have to tell me to stop because I could just live in camo. And this is probably my favorite card. And it would be appropriate for both of the places that I worked in the last 10 years. You don't have to be crazy to work here. We'll train you. So that one I just kind of went crazy with the chairs, and I did them all in gray except for the one that was going to be crazy. So then you can just put these all in here in the little pizza box with their little envelopes. And you can fit a ton of the little cards in here with their envelopes. I don't have envelopes for these last 2 that I made. Just put those back in here in the pizza box. And the pizza boxes are in the catalog. And then I just put the ribbon underneath, in between the panel with the mug. And this one here is just colored, just Old Olive around. So the ribbon is only adhered underneath the panel. And then the reason it has a bow instead of a knot here is because, you know, sometimes if you tie a knot in the ribbon, it's really hard to get untied. So just go with the bow so it's easy to untie it. There you go. Super easy. What a fun gift that would be. If you have, you know, if you do Secretary's Day gifts, or if you have craft fairs where, you know, people buy stuff for secretaries, that would be fun too. So super, you could adapt it. If you go back and look at my videos, we did these at camp for Valentine's Day. Those were adorable. A bunch of little Valentine cards. But we changed the saying to only a couple of them were Valentines, and then you could use them for the rest of the year. So that's what I have for you, and my upcoming videos will be a little bit more creative and not just coloring with green blends. But, you know, yeah, it takes some time to ease yourself back into work. So, and I've also started another side gig. So I'm trying to learn, when you've done this one thing for 25 years and, you know, you've kind of got some perks of being one of the leaders, to start something brand new, then you're like, oh, now I know what new people feel like. So you can see the new thing that I'm starting out. I have a couple of videos, one's posted, and there'll be some more coming. So I'm trying to do, you know, who needs sleep? So I like to keep busy. So y'all have a great day. Bye.